Hey, I wanted to talk a little bit about electromagnetic stress. Every so often, every year, or maybe less, I get on my electromagnetic stress. Um, it's not jukebox, is it? What's the word? I can't even think of the word. I get on it. I get on it about electromagnetic stress because it's one of the things that we can actually do something about for our health that's super simple, and you will really feel the benefits. It might take a little while, so be a bit patient, but you'll really feel the benefits. But for those of you that follow me that have chronic fatigue syndrome, every single symptom of your chronic fatigue syndrome is the same as those of electromagnetic stress. So, electromagnetic stress is making every single one of those symptoms worse. So any way you can reduce it is going to be helpful. So that's things from exhaustion, brain fog, headaches, inflammation, sensitivities, food intolerances, depression, brain fog, a number of other things. So electromagnetic stress is when we are spending too much time around electrical frequencies, like those that come from mobile phones, also cordless home phones, they're just as bad, routers, smart devices, anything that's wireless, wireless TVs, laptops, tablets, microwave ovens, um, Fitbit type things, wireless headphones and stuff like that. Throw it all away, and if you can't throw it all away, then um, make sure you're using wired. Go back to using wired headphones. Go back to using to wiring in your computers. You know, it wasn't that long ago. I remember when I moved to Edinburgh that we did have a computer wired in, so it's not that long ago that they were doing that. Um, so go back. You can even wire your phones in, your tablets. There are wires you can search online to put any of these devices so that you can switch off the wireless and have them wired in, which is a lot better for you. And then the most easy and important way of reducing the electromagnetic frequencies around you is to switch them off. So at night, please switch your mobile phones off. Don't have them next to your bed. Just giving you a little electromagnetic frequencies all the time. Switch them off completely. If you have to use it for alarm, if you can't buy a cheap couple of quid alarm clock somewhere, then at least put it on flight mode and don't have it right next to the bed. Try to not have them in the bedroom at all, because what I've noticed is that pretty much everyone, if they can't sleep, they pick up their phone in the night. It's not helping you sleep. It does the opposite. It's a stimulant, which is also why it's really bad to be on phones, laptops, tablets, whatever it is, just before bed as well. So at least an hour before you go to bed, switch it off. Read a book, get back into that. Much healthier for you. You'll fall asleep quicker because that is more relaxing. Um, and then make it that it's not the first thing that you pick up first thing in the morning as well, and that you do, I don't know, a meditation or some tapping or something healthy for you. It is affecting everyone's health, and the more we are around it, the worse it gets. And you may have even noticed it yourself. I notice that when I'm on the computer for too long, particularly when I've been writing a book like I just have, I feel jittery. I have a jitteriness in me after a few hours. So if you are spending a lot of time on a computer or anything like that, then make sure you're getting up, you're grounding, you're drinking water, you're moving around, and try and have some devices that are deflecting some of the electromagnetic stress as well, and also have them plugged in. So I have a little tray thing under my laptop that hope it's meant to deflect some of the electromagnetic stress from going down onto my legs. I have a pouch on my phone. I have these little dot things that you can get that are supposed to do it. And you can buy electromagnetic stress testers for quite cheap on places like Amazon and stuff like that. I think mine was about £15, and you can test to see how bad the frequencies are where you are, and what is emitting the most, and also if these things that say that cut it down actually work. And in my experience, a lot of them do. They don't cut it down to nothing, but they do reduce it greatly. So the biggest thing that we can be doing is getting as much of our skin in contact with nature as often as possible. That is going to diffuse the effects of electromagnetic stress. So like sunbathing with as little clothes on as possible, walking barefoot, hugging a tree, making sure you're getting your skin in contact with it, getting in the ocean or a lake or a river or something. I know in a lot of places it's getting cold now, so still try to do that. Put your woolies on, and then walk barefoot for even if it's 10 minutes on your walk at the weekend or something, or even a couple of minutes rather. Or like I said, hug a tree, put your face to the tree, grab it with your hands. Do whatever you can to be in contact with nature as often as possible, and that is going to diffuse the effects of the electromagnetic stress and this modern era of intense technology everywhere. And it's also why I think a lot of people are finding it hard to focus and are getting very distracted. And there's a lot of people believing that they have ADHD now, and I actually think a lot of things like that are a combination of dietary issues and electromagnetic stress, and this needing to look at a screen and being distracted by the screen all the time. So yeah, this is me being on my jukebox again for a bit about electromagnetic stress, because it is something so simple that we can do something about. And yes, we can't cut it all out, but we can reduce the effects it has on us. And even if you can't get outside, if you're chronically ill, you're in bed a lot of the time, open the window as much as possible. When you do go out, for a doctor's appointment or something, try and hug a tree or something like that. Get your bare feet on the ground as often as you can whenever you're out. And there is these things called zappers as well, which you can wear, and that is meant to vibrate at the same frequency as the earth instead of as these electrical appliances, and help too. So that's from me and my electromagnetic stress rant again. Take care. Speak to you soon. Ciao.